magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop.
All right, gentlemen, we are live and this draft is underway. Chris, why don't you get us started? Let us know what we need to know for this draft. And
wow, look at us. We're off and running already here, boys. The Fantasy Empire Online Championship, take 2 here. This is an NFFC National Championship, Online Championship, $350 entry. These drafts are going off at playnffc.com almost every other hour now, and these last 2 weeks of draft season, there'll probably be 8 to 10 of these things filled up on a weekly basis.
all right,
Take it away.
good deal. You got a little bit of an echo going.
Yeah,
Chris. I'm not
trying
sure
to
what's
figure
up.
out why here.
You have a speaker on or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
I want to know why Gibbs is going to number 5.
I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, this lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Why,
Well,
why
maybe
did you
he'll
take
last
him
till
up?
10, guys. I mean,
I don't understand
No.
why is Bejan the cemented number 2 with no questions asked? It seems to pretty much be him every time.
I see it that way. I mean, I think there's a big 3. I'll be honest with you. I think Gibbs and Bijan belong right there in the top 3. But you could definitely make a case for Gibbs at 1, Matt. I don't see any reason why.
I mean, I think you could even make the case for Lamb and Jefferson too, but I think it's more.
Well, somebody's got to go top. Somebody's got to.
No, my point is, why is it Bijan every time? Like, it's locked in at number 2. There's no questions asked. That's all. I thought there'd be maybe a little more leeway, but
yeah, sometimes I think the more it gets locked in, the more it gets locked in, if you know what I mean, because everybody wants to,
okay, we're on the clock, boys.
All right. Neighbors or Amon Ra? I think I'd roll the dice with Neighbors. What do you guys think?
I'm Neighbors.
I'm good with that.
Chris?
Neighbors.
Neighbors? All right.
Neighbors.
Cool.
Neighbors.
Vaccaro, by the way, I see you at the 1 spot in Friday's prime time.
Yeah, I tell you what, I got a lot of 1s and 2s at Friday. So Uncle Greg and Uncle Tom really hooked me up for my drafts on Friday live.
I actually wanted 7, and I got 7 for my first choice. So
let's get back to that in a second. Once we get to this turn, I wanted to talk about the 7th pick.
All right.
Guys, I put us in the back, KDS. I went 12 down to 1 for this draft. Last week, we were more in the front, in the 4 hole. So I wanted to give the viewers a different look on how to draft from the back end compared to the front end. So that's why we're in the 10 hole today. You'll see some different names, different builds, different thought processes, obviously, from the back. Nelson, I know you are still enjoying drafting in the back more so than the front, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Any particular reason that you want to share with our listeners? We'll get to that in a second. We have Chase Brown off the board here. Does anybody, Dan, you want to take it from here? How do you?
All right. Let's hear what you guys have to say first, Matt.
I mean, I'm fine with either guys in the queue. I wouldn't mind doing what we did last week. I thought that worked out kind of well, but either way, I'm fine.
Nelson?
I mean, if you're asking me, I'm probably going to say, out of those guys, I'm probably going to say Puka.
Okay. Is there anybody else you'd put in there?
Would you put him? You want him?
I'm just going to say that I think the top 15 is pretty much cemented, top 14 cemented right now. And I think Puka is like that 14 last at an extra pick. Yep.
All right. There we go. Puka.
Yeah. So, Chris, to answer your question, that's the reason why I think there's like a top 15 guys that you can make an argument for going in the first round.
Mhm.
So I like the back end because I feel like I'm starting off with 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, I see every draft now. I have it at 14, Nelson. I mean, listen, some of us might have a big 16. I have somebody that I love that I would bring up the board a little bit. 2 guys, actually, from the other side as an out type pick, I guess, if you're on that side. But I think what we're seeing now in mostly every one of my drafts is the top 14 go off the board exactly in some way, shape, or form. So if you're in the 10 hole like we are today, you're out on the outside by 1, and it's usually not Puka. Puka usually is locked into the top 14. Chase Brown goes and gets picked at 14 today. It gives us Puka at 15. To me, it made an easy pick there.
I mean, I'll argue that Brock Bowers, you could have a top 16 right there because. But
Matt, that's not what I'm saying. I could give you 4
I
other
understand
names.
what you're saying about
I'm
the
just
top
saying
14.
what is happening at draft. You might love Bowers as a top 12 guy. It doesn't.
I'm agreed. I got your point.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like you could say with Puka or Brown, it goes to 15. There's a top 15. Right. I would say, I would even extend it. Like even like HN. If you believe he's not hurt or Bucky, I mean.
Oh, I believe he's hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, as a fantasy player, what you got to decide is where are you willing to take him that you think it's a value that you're potentially taking advantage of the injury, and that's why he's dropping.
Let me rephrase that. Not that he's hurt. How bad is it? How severe is it? Is he going to miss any games? That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
So,
the severity we don't know. And that's a little bit of the gamble. And, I look at HN 2 ways, right? I think that he's either a trap where he's going in drafts and he's going to trap a lot of people, or if it's a nothing burger and he's ready to roll week 1, you're going to get combos with HN that is not going to be replicated. So, like, let's say he goes back to practice like this weekend and he's good to go. He's right back at that 1-2 turn, and you're going to have teams that paired him with like CD or Gibbs or Bijan, and you'll never be able to replicate that again.
Great point, Nelson, because that's what I've seen the last, about 3 or 4 nights in my prime times and drafts is A-Chain's making it to 21, 23 the other night in my prime time. They probably don't want to make that pick right now. Maybe they're a little scared, but they say, you know what? If the news turns around quick, then we have a combination that no one else is going to have.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say something after our pick real quick on that, and then we can wrap it. But we are on deck, boys.
All right. I just threw a few more options into the queue.
I'm going to leave this one up to Chris. I think we should take a back seat and let Dan and Matt make this pick, because I have a feeling I know where they're going to head with this pick.
Yep. It's fine with me.
And I'm okay with it.
Oh, so you're trying to say is you don't want that blood on your hands? Like, I want you to shoot the guy, but I didn't tell you to shoot him. Let's do it. Now that you made it happen, let's just make it happen. It's up to you, Dan. If you're on
All right, what are you guys thinking?
Matt,
talk it out, guys. Let's hear it. With me and
he's
Nelson.
saying to take Trevion Henderson. He doesn't want to be responsible for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Trevion for me.
So
right.
I'm cool with that. It's up to you guys.
I'm good with that. That's
a
fine one with me.
We didn't take him last time,
Yeah, that's
we took
true.
Harvey
Matt
we got
really
your other
needs
boy,
this one.
Harvey.
Matt really needs this one, so we'll do it.
It's like what do you call?
I'm sorry.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Well,
Trevion Henderson.
Make-A-Wish.
To all our listeners out there, Chris Vaccaro did not sign off on that pick.
Oh, there's no chance that Chris Vaccaro signs off on that pick.
To all our listeners out there, before this guy rose up the board, this guy here was telling you he was the man, and he has skyrocketed.
Say Matt Modica. Matt Modica was telling you guys in third person.
Yes, in third person. Yeah, guys, for all the
It's like
people
the Seinfeld
listening now
episode,
on
Jimmy.
group chat, Matt talks in third person now. Group chat.
He's going to start using the royal we pretty soon.
Jimmy, remember the Seinfeld one?
Yes, that's right.
That's classic.
It is.
Let's talk about the people that we skipped over to pick Trey Henderson at 27 overall. We passed over Trey McBride, Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Omarion Hampton. Those are probably the biggest.
I wasn't even looking.
Josh Allen too.
I wasn't even looking to draft him, but Nelson.
Oh, he dared you. He brought you to the fire. He held your head over the fire.
Chris, you're missing it. Nelson wanted to draft him, and that was his way of getting us to do it, without him being the guy saying, "Let's take Trevion." That was all. It was played beautifully. But I saw it from the minute he opened his mouth about it. I knew that's exactly what he was setting up. So it was like a dare. So I was like, okay, I'm in.
Guys,
Chris, wait till you see where I take him in New York.
I was just going to say that. I had two things on my mind. I said, so it's obvious that Trey Henderson in New York this week is going to be locked into the third round. It's just a matter of what side of the board in the third round. And I just want one brave soul in New York, out of all the people that are going to be in my bar on Friday drafting all day long, someone please have the you-know-what to take him in the second round and just have all the people in the third round sitting there thinking that they're going to be the ones that get him. Just be like, damn it, I can't believe I got sniped. That's all I want.
Honestly, I was all ready to take Hampton, but I was totally fine. Trevion and him, I want to have, and I do. I have plenty of those. He's in another smash spot.
Sorry, Reek.
But just real quick on HN.
You know my difference, Matt? Real quick.
Okay.
My difference between Henderson and Hampton is I actually think Najee, if he can actually see out of both his eyes, I think he's more locked in to his role than Stevenson. Stevenson's the shakier out of the two veteran guys.
He's the shakier, but as I'm betting on the talent just winning out. In the beginning, I think Najee is going to have his role, but I think eventually Hampton's just going to be the guy. And if Hampton becomes the guy in a Greg Roman, Jim Harbaugh offense, with that quarterback, they got a number one receiver. I think it sets up, and it's a much better division now too. So I don't think they get to play the way they want to play, just like run the ball.
So I think let's ask. So Dan, I think, is more neutral on Henderson, and Chris is more anti-Henderson. So I want to ask their opinion of how they see that those two backfields.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm neutral on Henderson. I'm pretty enthusiastic about drafting him. I put Hampton in there just because I've got less Hampton right now than I've got of Henderson, but I like with Henderson. I just like the pass catching, everything else that goes with it. So in Hampton, I'm just not convinced is going to get that many passes.
Breaking news: Audric Estime has been waived.
Oh,
Spill it out. Spill it out.
The boards.
Yep.
Hand up. I was an Estime guy last year. At the end of my drafts, he was on a lot of my back end rosters as my RB7.
Yeah,
for sure.
And the year before, remember we were all Sean Tucker guys. He was going to, change the world.
Hey, I'm still a Sean Tucker guy. I'm not giving up the faith.
All right, so we have 4 or 5 players in our queue.
I'm just throwing guys in.
We've got a lot of nice selections. We're going to land a couple of them, I believe.
Yeah,
that's the nice part. Listen, again, that's the nice part of being on this side of the board.
Yep.
There's a lot of good options here.
A lot of good players land.
No, there is. I just like that front. Maybe I'm just so used to it. I've gotten like the front a lot more in NFFC. So
Mike Edelman, my son is watching prepping for his 12 spot at GST. That's right. Little Edelman is coming to GST.
Nice.
I'll have to card him. I'm going to have to card him at the door. He's not going to be able to sit at the bar and drink, but he'll be competing in this same exact 350 Roto Online Championship.
All right, gentlemen, we're up.
I think it's the top two guys, but I'm fine with whatever you guys decide.
I'm on the top two as well.
Sounds good to me. I'm just looking around real quick. Yeah, I think that. Well, let me see one thing. Yeah, I think so. That looks good to me. Which, I mean, you want to break it up or just go with the. Like, I know we did the draft on Tuesday, last week, whatever it was, Thursday. If you.
Top guy.
I'm fine.
The top guy would be my pick here.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured we change it up a little.
Yep. I like this too. All right, Calvin Ridley.
I like it.
So yeah, we've got Malik Neighbors, Puka Nacua, Trevion Henderson, Calvin Ridley. Some would argue those first two wide receivers are quite injury prone, but on the other hand, I mean, this is a tournament. You can't worry about stuff like that. You got to assume that your picks are all right.
Yeah, I mean, we got 3 stud receivers and Jameer Gibbs Jr., so we're good.
Right. All right. I don't know who just added that last one into the queue, but I like that too.
Oh, man.
So we have someone saying, are spectators allowed at the New York City draft?
Say that again?
Here, I'll put it on. Are spectators allowed at the New York City draft?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Come on down. We'll be there all day.
There's a 12-drink minimum to watch.
Yeah, that's true. I know we're up in. Actually, we're on the
I
clock.
guess we don't have to have the JMO argument.
No. Nope, definitely not. I like one of the last two. I'm probably biggest on the third one in the queue.
I kind of like the third guy. I mean,
third guy, yeah.
Nelson's been saying it.
All right.
I
mean, unless you just want to go different, but I'm just saying you're getting. I think that's a pretty damn good price.
I go pink right now.
Yeah, pink. All right.
Yeah, that's a third guy, right? Yeah.
Yep. Joe Burrow.
There
we go.
That's
Love it.
It's a pretty damn good price on Burrow, in my opinion.
Yes, it is.
It's like the GST having like half off on the brunch burgers. That's my favorite.
I know you're going to be looking for that on Friday, Matt.
Friday, I got to try it after the draft. We got to be.
I got some menu decked out for you guys.
Do you?
All right, gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick advantage of the fact that we got a long wait between our picks here, and we're gonna get a promo out of the way, and we'll be right back.
Hey, I love fantasy football. I love card collecting. And there is a new innovator in the fantasy space, which I also love, called Game Blazers, that is combining the joy of ripping packs with the joy of fantasy sports. And it's a free-to-play game. We're talking about $35,000 every week in guaranteed prizes, $750,000 total this year. They're going to be giving out in guaranteed prizes in a free-to-play game. Go to GameBlazers.com. The code is PLAYER100. PLAYER100 gets you a $100 deposit match at Game Blazers. You go there, you sign up for free, you start ripping packs, and then jump into their mini games. You get some experience points, you upgrade your cards, and then boom, 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 you're set up to exploit a new fantasy game with lots of guaranteed money. Go to GameBlazers.com. The code is PLAYER100 for that $100 deposit match, and you can thank me later.
All right, we're back.
I only missed one pick?
I think so.
Pretty good.
Not much.
I'll tell you what. I think Duke right now is upset that he's not in this draft. He can't believe that we got Ridley that late.
Yeah.
I remember it was your live stream with Greg. He was very aggressive on him.
Speaking of late picks, guys, you know how you just sometimes land in a draft and you're like, how is this? Did I miss news or anything like that? And you just can't believe the slide. So I was in the 2:00 online championship today. I'm looking at this board. Devontae Adams just went 32nd overall. Today in the 2:00 prime, I'm on the clock at 56 overall, and Devontae Adams is on the board for me.
You're kidding me.
56 overall. I got Devontae Adams today.
That's insane.
Had to be had to be the latest of the summer, I would believe.
Yeah,
I've been in a lot of onlines. I've never seen him out of the 4th round.
Yeah. I was scrolling my phone like as the clock is coming down. I'm like, something must have been up. But yeah, that was a nice little gift today. I'll take it. Gifts are always appreciated. I have a question for you guys. We talk a lot about that 3rd round for the last month, and we talk about how we're waiting for who's going to start living in that 3rd round, like what names, because it's like the OK Corral once you get outside the top, like 27, 28. Do you guys now feel that with the signing of Terry McLaurin's extension today and Mike Evans, with the Tampa Bay wide receiver room being cleared out, that we're now going to see Terry McLaurin and Mike Evans with the big money on the line, living both and moving both inside the top 36? And those are going to be the 2 guys that live there now, or no?
Well, I mean, McLaurin was going in the top 36 earlier.
I mean, before
the first. Yeah, I mean, one of the first drafts we did, I was critiquing Nelson and Dan's draft that time, and I was like, he was there wide receiver 1. That's how I remember it. I like him more, mid to late 4th, 5th round, but I think the question I would pose.
Well, no, I'm saying, Matt, rethink now. Rethink now. Like, we've lived in a world the last 3 weeks of every draft on a nightly basis where everybody was scared of Terry. So now he fell to the late 4th, the 5th. Now that he's locked in and everybody's like, all right, now we got Terry.
I think he should go where Calvin Ridley goes.
Go?
That's where I think he should go. He should go wherever Calvin Ridley goes.
Go where Ridley goes. Okay.
Yeah.
I think they've pretty much been the same exact player. The only difference the last couple of years was last year he had the touchdown spike. And if you believe he's going to score another, crazy amount of touchdowns and outscore Ridley by that, then that's the difference for me. My question I pose to you is more with Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels might be QB1. Now that you have Terry secured, that's my argument. I would make.
It's definitely in play. There's a reason why he's one of the top 5 elite guys.
I mean, I was getting nervous as somebody that was invested in him, and I figured Terry would have signed by now, and it was starting to make me nervous. So I'm very happy that it finally came to an end. Which I still don't understand why this always gets dragged out like this. It just doesn't make sense.
All right. Anybody else need to be added into the queue that's not there already? Get your favorites in there.
I mean, I guess 1 makes sense, but I would go with 2, and haven't been a fan of that, but I would think if we're gonna take a shot, it'd be 2 for me. Okay, so that's 2 votes for 2.
2. Let's see.
I like the way it's trending.
Definitely. Yeah, but 1 is not a bad
1. I'd be fine with 1 too.
I've been kind of.
I actually don't even hate.
Isn't that always a great feeling, guys? When you have
look at that.
Isn't that a great feeling when you have 2 guys locked into your queue?
Yep.
And then one of them goes 3 picks before, and you got one of them when you're on the clock. Like that.
Actually, would have liked to get. I would have liked to have gotten.
So we're going with number 1 in the queue, right?
Yeah.
He said it on the last show, right? He's a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie. That's it.
There we go. All right, let's load up that queue again, guys.
I mean, I don't hate the
we missed out on a Dunze, Matt, so just shake it off. Oh.
That was good, Chris. I got to give you.
Thank you. Nelson didn't appreciate that humor, though. Swift is really actually growing on me as a pick in the 6th round in this range, just because of how banged up that backfield is in Chicago with Monangai and Roshan. And I mean, how does Swift not start the season off early in that offense as a real bell cow?
Yeah, I
you
agree.
might not like him, the player, but volume wise, as your RB2 and a heavy wide receiver build, I think
I don't know what you guys are thinking. I don't hate number 2 in the queue here. I mean, I kind of love the other guy, but
I like 1 or 2 best.
Yep,
and one just went. All right, let's see what happens here. Anybody else need to be thrown in the queue?
I added one guy.
Yeah, I like that. That's a
but
good
I'm
one
open
talk
to
about.
whatever you guys want to do here. Somebody has a strong stance.
We'll just have to see.
I'm not married to any of these guys.
I would have gone in a different direction. I would have gone the last 2. That's what I would have looked at here.
I like the 4th guy down.
4th guy? Yeah. I don't hate that either. Oh, there he went. All right, now who do you like, Nelson?
For me, it's 1 or 3, but I don't really care.
Probably
You guys
1 and
figure
4.
this one out. You guys, I'll sit back on this one. You guys figure out best of 3.
You know what? Let's go 1 and take the shot.
I'm good with that.
I think that's a home run swing. I mean, I'm still a big Kenneth Walker guy, but if he either can't play due to injury or just Charbonnet usurped him, say whatever, I think you swing for the fence there.
Nelson, what do you think about that build, that pick right there, Charbonnet? Not Charbonnet, the player. Is that a move you make on your own right there?
I've had teams like that. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So if I'm drafting this on my own, I'll take a 3rd running back in the 7th as technically my flex spot.
Okay, so I think I'm looking at I'm thinking of it differently than what you're saying and what we're all thinking here. I'm talking about this particular bill. We have only 3 wide receivers, and now we're on the right side of the board. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go for the long turn now, and what the wide receiver position looks like down the road outside of the top 85. Unless you have some guys that you are really into.
If I get 1 or 2 of the 3 guys I just put in the queue, I'm happy. If I get both of them, I'm ecstatic. But I know you guys feel differently about those guys. It's just a matter. I mean, everybody thinks
like 18 picks away. What are you talking about?
I don't like any of those guys.
I understand. He doesn't like any of them, but it's not like Nelson's always right, so we don't know.
I'm not always right.
Fifth one in the queue makes me physically ill.
I'm not even looking at the queue right now.
That's crazy. That is insane. That's why I didn't say that last week, but hey.
now you know what? I gotta go look. You guys got me intrigued now.
Yeah, I like guys that are out there on the field in order for them to get fantasy production.
Yes.
I mean, it's a 17-game week and 17-game season, and there's a good chance he's there week 1. So I mean, I don't understand.
I already know who this is.
Everybody that's been hurt has been written off. I was told Scatterboo. One, he couldn't pass Tracy because he's a 4th-round pick and he's going to be a backup, even though Tracy's a 5th-round pick. Wait,
hold on. What did Scatterboo do?
He's back already, is my point. He played. He was supposed to – I was hearing he's not from you, but I was hearing on Twitter and everywhere he's probably going to the pump. He's not going to be – he's missing all this time. He'll never be ready for the season. You guys, I hear so many people do this. There's other names I don't even want to mention. There's a couple of players that haven't gone, not even the guys that I put in there. And it's like they're going to play. They're going to be big parts of their offense. And it's like
not that second guy.
Okay. We'll see. Everybody, you keep chasing Golden up the board.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the best things that's happened
I just love it, though. Everything is like, I don't know.
I can't wait to get to New York. And
everybody's right. Everybody's right.
We're making a wager, Matt, if you want to go Golden versus your guy for production.
We'll go him. What was the other wager we were supposed to have? It was Mims and
I remember
else.
that was Mims versus.
That was Mims and the third guy down.
Don't say. Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah, I'll still take that one. At least Mims is on the field.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Guy who's like, I don't understand.
Okay.
Am I watching a different football than you guys watch on Sundays? Like last year,
listen, I know I'm in trouble right now because that is what my wife gives me.
Because I'm blown away.
I know I'm in deep shit now.
I must be watching different football on Sunday. I don't even kind of see. I must have a different feed.
The problem is the football you're watching didn't include one player that is going to be included on that team now.
And it's just lights over. He's their best. He's probably their best offensive player. Maybe that guy.
Whoa!
I mean,
this love affair runs deep.
Who? No, seriously. Who's the best offensive player?
Tomorrow, not at the running back position, but their best non-running back player on the team.
Okay.
I mean, statistically, I don't know how you even argue it. He's with everybody that goes in the first, those top 14 that we talk about all the time. He's in there. He's in there in yards per route run, yards per first down, which is one of the most predictive stats there is. I mean, I'm not making this shit up, but
Myers really lasted on the board.
He's asking for a trade, Jacoby.
Yeah, but I mean, I see that.
And they signed Cooper.
They signed Amari.
I saw they signed Amari.
The ghost of
You
Amari.
think he knew about that when he was asking for the trade? Is that what
the Raiders
we'll show you.
Trade would be nice. It's kind of the same player, Jennings for Jacoby.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
They're going to bring in Amari Cooper and they're
Myers
going to release him in 3 days.
I couldn't believe how washed he was. But the Bills paid a 3rd-round pick for him last year. Yeah, it's horrible.
Everybody's starting to use a little bit more of their clock, so decisions are getting tougher.
I still don't understand people drafting Joe Mixon. I'm sorry.
I
where he
can't do
goes.
I mean, I wouldn't be drafting him, but how does he not fall? Hasn't he been going like in the 8th round?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I expected him to fall a little bit, and he just hasn't.
I mean, I guess you can say it was baked. This is kind of baked into his price, but he goes even cheaper on FFPC, though, right?
I love how the head coach wouldn't even comment on it today before the news broke. He was not. There goes Bill. There goes Bill. I mean,
he went 81 overall in my prime time last night.
I mean, honestly, I hope the guy smashes. It would be great for me, but I just can't.
81 overall.
I mean, at least in this one, Warren and Mason went. I've seen them go before those guys, and I'm like, I just don't get it. You don't know how it's going to break just yet. What if Rodriguez is a bigger part than everybody expects? I'm hoping it's not.
Rodriguez sucks.
He does, but what if he's like the goal line guy? What if he's
I agree.
If he's vulture and touch it.
It's good. It could be messy. Yeah.
I hope Bill is
of injured receivers that might start on IR.
That got ugly. Did you see that Instagram post? That got ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Jacoby for Jennings. You're getting similar type players.
How about Team 7 with a McCaffrey, Bucky, Omari, and Hampton's 3 running backs start? That's living life dangerously, right there. I like it.
Yeah,
I knew you did. That's.
Mm-hmm.
He doubled up on Pearsall and Jennings, so
Mm-hmm.
I do like the structure of it. I'm just not a DJ Moore guy, but I know I could be completely wrong on that take.
Build wise, I can live with that though.
No, I think he did it perfect. And he got Mahomes. If you think Mahomes is, going to be up there with the elites this year, which I do, I'm of that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else need to be added into the queue?
I'm going to leave this one up to you guys because
I said my piece already. I've said my piece.
I'm playing a game over here where I'm not looking at the names you're putting in, and I want to see if you guys actually make the pick that I would pick.
For me, it's one of the top three. That would be it. I mean, maybe it's three right now, but one of the top three.
I hope it's yellow. That's all I'm going to say to you guys. Is it yellow at least?
I'm all yellow.
I'm going to go with a third one.
I can live with a third one out of the top three.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's our pick. And then I think coming back around, if any of the top three are there, I would probably take.
Look where Dak went. And
yeah.
And I believe that's an unstacked Dak.
Yeah,
it's an unstacked Dak.
It is.
Man, these rumblings with that Jacksonville backfield are really catching steam right now. Any of you guys expect ETN or Bigsby to actually get moved, or it's just all BS?
I think they want to move them, whether they can for a price that they like or not. I don't know.
I was talking to a friend last night. It just seems like
Travis
ETN to the Dallas Cowboys just seems like a Jerry Jones type of splash move right before the season.
Yeah, what concerns me is the fact that Jones hasn't done anything. It's like all these guys that, keep getting traded and, B-Rob and, all these guys. And it's like, well, why isn't Dallas in on any of these?
Does anybody like 4 or do we push that? And
I think it's got to be 1, 2, or 3, honestly. I'd rather push.
Okay.
There he is.
I actually think 2 is the number 1 on his team.
I know.
Dan, Matt, you guys are in the drive.
I mean, I think it's crazy not to take number 1, but that's my stance.
I
know
can
Nelson
go with
hates
1.
him.
I don't like that he's injured, but
So then
you don't want 2 over him or 3 over him.
I mentioned 3. You wanted yellow.
Three,
just take
3
2.
no, 3 makes sense too.
I like 3. 3 was the guy I said, but then I was told yellow. So
No. Chris said yellow.
Yeah, well, 3 is yellow.
I mean,
he is. Technically, he is.
Yeah, technically he is. He's not. He's.
Well, I'm not. Somebody grab it,
guys. We gotta go. We gotta go here.
I'm not connected.
Oh my goodness,
Dan! When were you gonna tell us?
I said I'm not connected. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Was that the guy at the top of our queue?
No, we were supposed to.
That was
3.
the guy at the top of our queue.
That's the guy at the top of Matt's queue.
That was the guy at the top of my queue. Yes. But I was definitely down for 3.
Yeah,
I was the one that mentioned 3 first.
I didn't have a problem with that pick. I would have took Pittman over Reed, but that's
I would have too. It's just I was trying to click it and it wasn't going.
Oh my god!
It was.
I think a Keon Coleman, Michael Pittman turn on this type of build would have actually been really nice. To be honest,
I agree.
Fantasy Empire team drops the ball.
Sorry, guys. Somehow
that might have been a blessing in disguise.
I don't know how the heck I can be connected on StreamYard, which uses a ton of bandwidth, and somehow I can't make the pick on the Rotowire.
And Dan, we were worried about Chris today.
Yeah,
being the liability technically.
See, what's weird is that Josh Downs has been selected, but he's still showing in my queue.
You got to refresh, buddy.
Yeah, you just refresh.
Yep. All right. Well, I do feel good that out of the last
so what's
4
today's
players
date?
have gone.
Today's what?
Downs, Reed, Pittman, and Ingram. Those were all in our queue. So
Today is August 25th. So
Yes, sir.
on August 14th, Reed is not wearing a walking boot at Thursday's practice. So he hasn't been in a boot for 11 days.
Limping
Yeah.
around.
I mean, if Jaden Reed plays in the first week, I think it's a good pick.
If Jaden Reed doesn't play the first week, how is it? And he goes on to have a really good year.
Okay,
I mean,
well, yeah, but I mean,
do we have to have Jaden Reed? He is our 5th receiver right now.
I hear you.
Matt,
I guess
I'll
what I'm
actually
saying
agree
is
with
if
you
he
on
doesn't
that.
play the first week, that means he's probably more injured than we think. And
I mean,
the
not
odds of
necessarily.
having-
Maybe there's like, you know what? We just hold him out one more week, and we don't have to worry about nothing. That happens a lot.
play in Detroit, though? I don't know.
I'm gonna think he's playing week 1. I would be shocked if he doesn't play week 1. I
hope
think
he
Josh
does.
Downs is playing week 1. I mean, I think Mooney has a shot at playing week 1. And even if
Mooney has
somebody-
no shot.
And Mooney, if he doesn't,
Where the
Mooney's
hell has
somebody,
the Darnell Mooney talk been? Like,
he
where
should have been in that conversation.
Mooney's got a broken shoulder.
Yeah, Mooney, like, people haven't even spotted him. He's like the Loch Ness Monster. Like, he's never – why isn't he being talked about being pupped?
I don't think they have any
That's
plans.
going to come. That's going to come tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
He's not going to be ready for the start of the year.
I mean, I guess I look at things around this range and from like 10 on. Like, if guys aren't ready for week 1, I mean, I'm drafting guys from 10 on that I'm not really expecting to be in my lineup for like the first month, like these running backs and stuff that I'm expecting to hit a little later. Or, if you take some of these young receivers, you're expecting them to grow. I mean,
So I think everybody has different draft philosophies and the way they look at the board and the way they play the game, Matt. I mean, that's you're not right or wrong. I'm not right or wrong. No,
I agree with that, but I'm kind of getting the feedback that I'm crazy if a guy is like not ready for week 1 in the 9th round.
I'll play the. I mean, I think we all like Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I would have drafted Addison.
Yeah.
If he'd come
Jordan
to us.
Addison. Jordan Addison has
different
just hold
scenario.
on.
Yeah.
Jordan Addison on 133 touches has 20 touchdowns in 2 years. Jaden Reed on 150 touchdowns on 150 touches has 17 touches and like 1,900 yards. And so, like, how is he not a good player? How is Jordan Reed is really good, but Jaden Reed sucks. Jaden Reed got hurt after that first week where he just went bananas. And then at the end of the year, he disappeared and was not good.
I think
But
you're looking at
does that mean
two different offenses now, right? You got a team with 6-7 options in the pass game compared to Minnesota with 3.
I mean, I don't think their pass. I don't think their options were all that great. I think it's Golden. It's
Dobbs,
Reed.
it's Kraft. It's Reed.
I mean, Dobbs. I mean, they're saying he's a possibility of getting moved or whatever. So, and the other guy, Wicks, can't catch. It seems to be super talented, but it's like Mr. Butterfingers. So, and if something happens to Josh Jacobs, which last year everybody's drafting with this coat of invincibility for running backs this year, which I find a little. I don't know the word is careless. I don't want to say foolish, but it's like none of these guys are going to get hurt because everybody was super healthy last year. So, and especially these older dudes, I have concerns on. I mean, like, look at James Conner. If he wasn't 30, he's going in the 4th round.
All right, let's see. Nelson, what picks did you get in New York City?
I think I have 12 and 3.
Oh, so you're on opposite
No,
sides.
hold on. I have 3 in the New York Super.
You're 3 in the Super?
I am.
Oh, really? I'm 2.
Hold on. Let me see.
I'm 2,
Matt,
but I
what'd you
love
get,
3.
7?
I got 7 that was my number 1 preference. There was a reason for that. And if we want to talk about that after our turn. I mean, for me, it's 1 and 2 here.
Yeah. Yep. I think so.
I mean, what are the other? Let me see.
You are up.
I think we can probably push one around the corner.
Yeah, we can. I think we go 2 here. I think that's the smash.
Wow. All right.
I think that is the smash.
We say we can. I would be careful with. I would be careful with one of the teams.
I mean,
Okay.
I think
Because I do it myself.
Are we
Guys, is this an option?
condoms?
No.
All right. I'm fine. I think we can get a player we like at the other position coming around.
Dan,
the
we're
corner,
going
so
bareback here.
Let's go Loveland.
Okay, I guess
We'll lock it in.
Why would we do that? Like
I don't
on
think
a
that
draft
either.
philosophy point. Why would we do that? That's
We were
just
just talking about going bareback and shit. And,
wait. Why?
Yeah.
But Dan, why would we do that right now when the two
Because
teams to
Nelson's
the
scared.
right have elite top 7, 8 tight ends? We had 3 good running backs in the queue. Why would we take Loveland with other decent options at the tight end position? That's like that was just really not smart.
You don't like Loveland at all, then? Is that what you're saying?
No, I
that's
like
not,
Loveland
no,
a
that's not
lot.
the point at
I'm
all.
with
The
Chris.
point is we would have had Loveland in our back pocket coming back to us, and
Well,
we just
Nelson
gave
doesn't
up
think
on
so.
Braylon Allen. We just gave up on probably a couple of other guys that are in the top of the queue there. That's drafting 101 right there.
If
would have
the
been.
top guy,
I like Loveland
Braylon
a
Allen
good bit
in
over
this
the other
in a
guys.
heartbeat.
I agree. I'm with Nelson. I like Loveland a lot more.
I
than the other
like
guys.
Loveland a lot. I think Loveland's
That's
awesome.
the point.
But it's not the point. We had a 90, at least an 80% chance of him coming back.
Yeah,
That's the point. That's what it wasn't about the better player.
Nelson,
It
you
was-
would have took Loveland right there,
Yeah.
even with Laporta and Warren in 11 and 12.
Yeah, because with Team 12, I do that myself. If I take Tyler Warren, and Loveland's there, I'm taking both.
Okay, all right.
That's what I would do personally.
I'm rolling the dice. There was
I'm
running backs
rolling
that I
it too,
really
I'm
liked
Chris.
there.
I mean, for me, it's the top guy or Sampson who went that would have been the smash at before that. Can we take number 1?
Can we take number 1? We can take
Yes.
number 1.
Thank you.
See? And we got both the guys we wanted.
We did.
So we're all good.
I don't know. I'm a tootin' truther.
I am too, but I think Loveland was the right pick for this
Loveland
build.
is a fantastic pick. I would have taken the gamble. That's all. I'm with Chris. You're with Nelson. So we split on it 50-50.
I'm surprised at that, Nelson. I'm surprised you said that.
Chris didn't know you double bagged it.
I get it. You're saying, hold on, Matt. You're saying that, Nelson, that you would be worried that Team 12 would go double up with Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland. And I get that. That's a possibility.
Specifically. Yes.
But you also exposed yourself to not getting any of those decent running backs that I'm sure we all like. You know, everybody's got different preferences, but we just gave up 4 extra picks to either a Sampson, Allen, Tootin, Ray Davis.
Here's the thing, though. Team 12, were they really going to take Tootin when they've already got ETN and Bigsby? I didn't.
Well, no, he just took Bigsby though. What if he took?
Bigsby.
What if he was a Tootin guy? You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Or if Team 11 is.
The fact was that he wasn't a Tootin guy is what saved us. He was a Bigsby guy. So he was obviously taking the backup.
My thing is that sometimes when you're in these drafts that are unpredictable, Loveland to me is like above the other guys, and I wouldn't want to risk losing out on him.
Okay, so that's another topic right there, Nelson. Then if he's so far and above at the tight end position that you can't risk losing him, I get it. That's there's no argument to be made on my end. To me, there was 2 or 3 other tight ends I would have been perfectly fine with on the comeback if I got sniped for Loveland. So maybe that's the difference, right?
I definitely wanted Loveland, but I was willing to take the gamble. That's the difference there. I thought we had at least. I said 80. I'll go 75% at worst chance of getting him.
I just look at it as we didn't have a tight end. I prefer to have one of the better tight ends. I don't want to like punt it back this year on my teams. So that's kind of been the mindset that I've been in. Loveland I have ranked pretty high, and there was a small percentage chance that Team 12 goes back to back with tight ends, and because it's unpredictable. Look at what Team 3 just did, and they have Kittle. So that's why I looked at it as I don't want to risk losing out on Loveland.
Yeah, for me, it was. I think Tootin is going to be the guy at some point, and in this offense with this coach and the whole story that was told about it, is he was just a Bigsby guy and not a Tootin guy. So that was the only thing that saved us. So,
well, I gotta say we have a super fan in senior football. He could not stand our last draft, and so far he cannot stand this draft.
that sounds like we would call a troll.
I feel like I'm doing good then.
Senior football.
Senior football.
You can always join these leagues, but I don't understand. Senior football, you can always join these leagues with us when we do a live stream.
Chris, well said. Especially after the first one. He saw the first
Take our
one.
money.
He hated it so bad. Should be easy pickings.
Yeah.
It's always easier to say what's wrong with people than in drafts.
Always a backseat driver. Always a backseat
You know what was
driver.
great? I was for like a minute. I forgot we even had.
It's like being a Sirius XM radio host, not putting your money up and just always telling everybody how to
I
win.
honestly don't know how people listen to that. I mean, I listen to NFL radio if I'm on Sirius.
Nelson, where's your prime picks tonight? You got 2 primes tonight?
Yeah.
Back end?
Let me take a look here.
Wandell. By the way, I noticed Wandell Robinson always sneaking up into the top 12 rounds of all my drafts in the last week.
That's interesting.
I'm wondering why. Like,
Against the targets from last year, and people,
it's
there's
just
really
the same.
nobody else,
Bunch of people drafting with a condom on. They just want that, 6 for 60 every week and call it a day.
He could score a couple touchdowns this year. It's possible.
Yeah.
I see. Here's a guy I think is a steal in the 12th round, Tajay Spears, and he doesn't play week 1, doesn't play week 2. I mean, the guy he was one of the highest producers in the fantasy playoff last year. So, another guy that doesn't. You have a 10-man bench. That's just my point. That's just my argument. Is you have a 10-man bench. So this guy, you don't need him. And what if Tony Pollard blows his leg out? Then he's a star.
All right, let's load up the queue here. Anybody else?
A little DeMario.
DeMario.
I would have been like, DeMario!
This draft is popping.
I think it's number 3 easily for me.
Yep, I agree.
I actually might have taken him over the last guy we took.
Wow.
Let's see. I'm interested. Let's go check this out.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we just got to make it past Monty here in Team 9.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, we all good with number 3?
Winner, chicken dinner.
And assuming one of the top 2 in our queue, come on. Oh man.
Okay, we need to
all right,
go back
somebody grab it for me. Somebody grab it.
Okay, well, didn't you take him?
No.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. At my queue. Jeez.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Up again.
We need to go back to another color.
That's fine. Just let me know when. Let me know what you want us to do.
I put something in the private chat. I think, or we just want to stay this route.
Let's take a look.
I mean, that's pretty much getting.
The 2 guys in the queue, I would take one of them.
Okay.
Yep.
That would definitely be my pick here.
I would have fought for DeMario if he made it.
What the heck? What? Who put number 3 in the queue?
I put him in there.
Yeah, maybe
look
like in the
what's
19th
left.
round.
look what's left. I mean,
All right.
Well,
Let's assume we can get one or two. Which one do you want?
We're going 1 or 2, so I'm putting in the other position that was already agreed upon. You know, I mean,
Here, I'll give you 2 guys that I would take over him.
Okay. I disagree. I mean, the one guy, if somebody goes down, yeah, absolutely. But as of current day, no way.
Matt, what are you talking about? These guys that we're taking are not to be played in week 1, Matt.
I understand.
Didn't you say that?
I understand, but the guy I picked in week 1 could actually really put up points. So that's the difference.
All right. Let's talk.
We're
about
up. Yeah, we're on the pod. Guys, tell me. I'll put it in, Dan.
Which one do you want out of the top 2?
Nelson?
It's not my call. You guys.
Yeah, it's your call. You guys decide.
I'm sitting this out. So
Dan, your call.
Come on, guys. It's got to be. I want another opinion.
I'll say Kincaid then. I'll say, unless you want, you know.
All right, I'm taking 1.
All right.
Take
That's
one.
what I'd take too.
Dan, you would like the
Dreams
top
never
one?
die.
Top one is fine. That's good.
You fuckers just need to pick a guy, or I'm trying to take a back seat here.
Well,
You guys can't make up your mind.
We said before the show that me and Nelson were going to take a back seat, and now you guys want to pass it to us.
You guys said we were going 1 or 2. I said I'm fine with either, and I was looking at a different position. But I was told the guy I picked was crazy. So
That's crazy.
We narrowed it down to a top 2. We were looking for you guys to, fine tune it a little bit.
Listen, after the 10th round, I don't care about ADP, but I mean, where does he go? Am I wrong? He's not really a target of mine.
I don't even know where he goes. I'm just putting guys in right now. Like, where does the second guy go? Doesn't he go like in the 19th, 20th round?
Oh shit, he's getting fired up.
Okay, but over the weekend he was going 19th to 20th round. So,
No.
Okay.
I
got to get my phone out.
Let me. I'm getting on my phone.
Okay. There we go. You get on yours.
All right. Let's check.
Where are you?
I would get on mine, but mine's shot, as you guys all know. So.
Okay. Number 3 went in the 17th round, but that's a different format. But he did go in the 17th round. Wait, 2019.
Number 3.
Number
Right
3
now?
in the queue. This is from your board. Went in the 17th round. But I'm crazy for putting the other guy in. That's all. That's my only point. I was about to start putting in a bunch of those guys. And the other guy I know went like in the 19th or 20th. Maybe now he is moving up. I'm not arguing that fact.
Matt, before we start talking about 3 and the thing and 5, and then the people at home are confused and dizzy, Matt, you got the 7th pick in New York, right? And you want to talk about your thought process? Is it just you have one guy that you love outside of the big 6 that's pretty much locked in on everyone's board, and that's why you want the 7th pick?
There's 2 players that
Team players.
It's between 2 players. And I look at it, there's an option of somebody falling out of the top 6. So I have a couple of different avenues to go.
Yeah.
And I'll have 2 different paths, depending upon who I take. But I do think there really is a possibility of somebody falling out of that top 6. I stay in the middle part of the board.
Yeah.
And it's basically, I think I can build it. I have a couple of, in my mind. So I'm pretty comfortable there. It's a very tough room. I don't see any values that are going to fall with the number of elite players that I'm going against. So I think I'm putting myself in a position to be successful. Will I be successful? We'll see. But
I saw it today in the 2:00. I was in the 7 hole, and I got Justin Jefferson because
I see that as a possibility.
And I think you will see that a lot. I don't think that top 6 is so much locked in anymore because of CMC.
Yeah, I think CMC goes higher. Worst case, I have an option to choose him if I so. I mean, I haven't taken him in the high stakes, so he might be an option for this one. I say I'm going CMC.
Yeah.
There's another player I really like.
Dan Nelson, do you, when you're in a tough room and you know who you're going to be drafting up against, you see the people that, you know, the other 11 people, does that change your mind this year on where you want to draft, whether it's on the left-hand side or the right-hand side? Like in a softer room, do you try to get to one side or the other? And in a harder room, do you try to get to one side or the other?
Well, I'm still trying to pick one overall, so that's always my first choice.
Yeah. Nelson, what about you?
I don't care, actually.
No?
No.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if I could just clarify why I took 7, it's because it's probably one of my last 2 high stakes. I've done a bunch of them already between, you know, primes and mains. And there's like 2 guys I want to have. One I want to have more of, and one I don't have any. And like I said, I think I can get like a Jefferson. It's a possibility for him.
Huh?
And I think in those type of rooms, it doesn't hurt to be in the middle because you don't really get pushed out of anything. And you can you can get your guy usually, at least on one of those wraparounds, you're getting that call.
Mm-hmm. I think this year, depending on the room, if I was in a soft prime the other night, and I wanted to get to the back end, just because I thought more would fall to me in the 4th and 5th rounds, and possibly the 5th and 6th rounds when you're in the 70s. So that's my thought process. In a tough room, I think I want to get more to the left-hand side.
Yeah, the front. I agree with that.
And dictate the board instead of letting it come to me. So
I agree with you, Chris, because what I would worry is like that late 4th. I mean, there's still going to be good players there, but I mean, the guys I kind of want, I don't think are going to come back. Like, I don't think you're going to have a choice between Ridley and Pickens in a tough room. Those guys are gone.
One, two. I mean, for waiting until the 3rd round and then not going back until the 6th, I think our running back room came together nice. You got some upside there with 2.
Yep.
I like it. Ollie Gordon as our 4 and 5.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely like it.
One hit away from being made.
What happened?
All right. Anybody else that should be in the queue?
Dan, let me know who the pick is. I'll put it in if you need me to.
All right.
Well, who do you guys like? Does anybody like anybody?
I like 2, 3, or 4.
Okay. So let's go 2 then.
2.
All right.
You want to take 2 now?
I mean, I don't know. Everybody's saying that. I would take 1 right now, but that's early too. But I mean, all these guys are early. There's none left. It's basically who you like. So we got 46 seconds. So if you want to talk it out, let's talk it out. But they're all early for where they were going. But there's just really, you know, what are the options? I'm looking at a guy that has a chance to be a starter out of the gate.
Nelson, you want to chime in at all, or are you good sitting back?
No, I'm actually good sitting back.
Okay.
I mean, I think number 2, if somebody gets hurt, you know, we've said it before on the show, so I don't have to say it again. Nobody's arguing that.
Okay.
All right. And then do we want to go with our next pick at the position that we have at the top of the queue or the position at the bottom of the queue?
I think the guy on the bottom of the queue is like the clear-cut backup.
Yeah, I agree.
That has upside.
Yep.
I can't see it on my iPad, but I'll trust you guys. We go with him.
I like it. I think he makes a lot of sense for this build.
Anybody thoughts on person I just put in the last part of the queue. The last two.
Yeah.
After 4, I can't see, so you guys discuss it.
I
think it's late for the last guy, and then I like also the guy above him. So whatever you guys decide.
Yeah, I would say it's one of those two as well. Let's see if we have that option.
Okay. I'd probably go with the second to last guy, but I'm okay with the last guy. Either one's a good fit.
Let's make a good pick, guys. I have no idea who's there, so. I don't know why on the iPad I can't scroll down.
I'm gonna put a little insurance here. I think this is a little too late, so I'm gonna make a decision there. You never know. You never know, and then that happens.
Yep. Well, you knew he wasn't coming back.
Yeah. Well, neither one of them was. So.
No, definitely not. But I'm all right with that.
I'm cool as long as he starts one game.
That's it, man. Listen, you know.
Come on, it's a joke.
It's 15th round. It's 15th round. I mean, I'm still a Caleb believer.
It's fine where he went.
I'm still a Caleb believer, and I'll what do you call it? I'm gonna have shares of him this year, and you know what? He still does have to play that 1 week, and it's a big week, week 10. You know, we're getting late in the season. I'd rather rely on him than Bryce Young.
My question would have been, who's Bryce Young playing week 10? That would have been my question.
Here we go. Here's Philly Mike again with his bit. He just did this on the Goat District show. Breaking news: Micah Parsons traded to the Titans for 2 firsts, and this time he's adding a third in there. Holy smokes! Just posted on X. Yeah, you're full of it, Philly Mike. We know you're a Cowboys hater. You do you.
I'll be right back.
I gave you your moment in the sun. Now you can go find a different one. There's plenty of other. I'm sure there's plenty of other live streams going on right now that you can go hit with that.
I did want to wait till I wanted Nelson to be part of this, so we'll add him in when he comes back. And I'm with the Ollie Gordon steam and all that. But if HN's fine come week 1, and he's just the backup, Yeah,
but Gordon could be the short yardage guy.
He could be the short yardage guy, but I mean, HN could be like Jamal Charles possibly.
He could, but I mean, I don't know. I liked Ollie Gordon coming out, so
I'll be honest with you. I took him like my second and third draft, and then I stopped drafting him. I forget. I heard somebody say something, and it like totally took me off him, and I stopped drafting him, and now I'm drafting him again. I'm not saying he's a bad pick. I'm just saying, like, everybody's convinced that it's seeming more and more like people are convinced HN is out week 1. You have either that camp or the other camp that nothing's going to happen. HN's fine. So it's like one or the other. And if we could just touch on it, because I think it's worth the conversation. Like, Jalen Coker, I just feel is somebody that the coaches said the best players are going to play. He's been one of the best players in their camp. I mean, obviously, the rookie is the alpha and all that. Yeah, nobody's arguing that. But if he's the slot guy, if Thielen does get traded, maybe he doesn't get traded. I don't know. But it seems like this guy is earning a spot in this starting offense. And I thought he was pretty good last year. I mean, his biggest knock is that he's an undrafted free agent. So I didn't think that was wild that I put him in the queue there.
I didn't think it was wild.
I mean, honestly, like I would have taken him over Tesla. I think Tesla has maybe a higher upside if things break his way. But I think this is a guy that could immediately produce and has upside. So we were talking Coker versus Tesla. And my argument was one guy could be the starting slot receiver versus the other guy who has very high contingent upside if things break his way. But the other guy could be the starter with upside and played pretty well last year.
I think it just depends what flavor you're looking for.
Okay, well, that's different. Before you said I was crazy for putting him in there. So that's why I was a little taken back.
I'm giving you a hard time, Matt.
You are tonight. Tonight you
I am. I'm busting your balls, and I apologize.
Apology accepted.
The Fantasy Empire hugs it out.
Okay, so we got Caleb.
Yep. We got Caleb.
I would have. I guess, Chris, you are a big Caleb guy. I had a feeling you were going to go.
I'm not a big Caleb guy.
I thought you'd go with T-Law. I'm just saying. I thought that would have been the
Chris is a Caleb guy.
100%. That was an option as well.
That's a lie. Chris is a Caleb guy.
I am a Caleb guy. I am a T-Law guy. I'm in on a lot of these things now.
That is a lie. That was great.
I've built many teams this summer waiting past round 12 at quarterback. So you'll see a lot of Caleb, a lot of Kyler, a lot of T-Law, a lot of Herbert, a lot of these guys. Now, when the big money's on the line, will I switch philosophies and go get my elite 5 quarterbacks?
Well, I'll tell you.
I will. But I wanted to sit back. My draft plan all summer long in online championships were to sit back, take the value at quarterback whenever it came to me, and that's that.
We want to go one? I like one here.
I like one.
Let me see. I put some names in the queue.
I can't see past 4. So
yeah, no, one would have been my option. I'm pretty surprised, actually. This is pretty late for that.
Yeah.
So
let's smash it.
Yep. Nice opening week game for Denver as 8-point favorites at home versus this Tennessee Titans team. Maybe Cam Ward gets out of the gate a little slow. Calvin Ridley getting locked up by Surtain. Maybe they struggle to move the ball. So I think that's what a lot of people are seeing with that Denver defense week 1. It's always nice to have a good matchup when you take a defense. If you notice, like the Ravens defense is a great unit, but week 1 they got Buffalo. So you see them on a lot of drafts falling to like the 6th, 7th, 8th defense off the board. Because people don't want to draft their only defense and then week 1 have to go hit the wire. Little defense talk for all you people at home. I know. I get my
We need it. We need it.
And stuff
the only thing better is kicker talk.
That's right. Hey, we once did 45 minutes last year on kicker talk.
Did he go?
Oh, man. Loved it. I was hoping that Io Manoro would make it back.
Yeah, he looks pretty locked in that spot. I guess he must have won.
All right.
You are up.
I don't hate taking a kicker here. Get the free look.
Let's just look real quick. I'm not saying we can't. I just want to see if there's anybody worth taking. I don't think there really is.
Guys.
See, I mean, for a free look, somebody put this guy in.
Free look, late buy, good offense.
I'm saying, just look below there.
Yeah, I see it.
Free look. Do you have any interest? You don't have to. It's just talking conversation.
Yeah, I'm
easy cut.
I'm fine with whatever you and Dan decide here.
If you want, take one, Dan. I'm just throwing them out there as a,
Let's take one. I think that's an edge. All right. Now we got 3 picks we can play with.
So, Chris, just getting back to your point, as my high stakes are coming to an end, I only have a couple left.
Mm-hmm.
What I've noticed, I've done a ton of 350s in both formats, more in the other, but I've done a ton. What I've noticed is once I do the high stakes, not all, but it gets more skewed for me with having the elite versus my 350s where I'm much more willing to wait and, double tap the after round 10 or take a Mahomes But most, I mean, maybe it's because I had the one pick 3 times with Jason. So we have I have like 3 or 4 Burrows in the high stakes. You know, I got an Allen, I got a Lamar, I got a Jaden. So right there, 7, and I think I have like 1 or 2 Mahomes. So like right there, it's guys that maybe I want to have, but
I just think the elite quarterbacks will move further up the board now with the big money on the line, and that'll suck out the value of the whole tier of 8 to 15, 16 guys, because then people are going to start chasing them. Nobody with big money on the line wants to play the long wait game and just punt quarterback.
And this is my point. Maybe it ends up I was wrong to do this, but I did most of my high stakes earlier. And I think that, you know, because I always watch these boards just get so tight and so small. Like, look at now, we're taking Tesla. We're arguing over Tesla and Coker in the 14th round. Mm-hmm. And I think there is an advantage. It's a different board. Like I got Bill on like 4 or 5 of them in like, you know, 12th round, 14th round, 15th round, 13th. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We'll see. It's risky with injuries, so hopefully everybody stays healthy till opening day and beyond. But it's
really been a nice summer camp of you know, not too many injuries, knock on wood. But you know, we made it through all 3 weeks of the preseason, and you know, no like catastrophic injuries. So I mean, if it happens in practice over the next week before the season starts, but you know, usually you lose 4 or 5 guys you feel like on the board in the top 120, and this year really hasn't happened.
I mean, that's why like even like with the Henderson pick, if I was doing a draft and I had that spot, I'm probably smashing McBride. I'll be honest with you, and I have a little hesitance now taking Henderson this high because I have so many shares, and I have a couple like late third, but most of them are 5, 6. You know, even in the high stakes. So it's kind of tough for me to pull that trigger. Mm-hmm. But I want to call Nelson like Yoda for doing the Jedi mind trick on that, because that was a total Jedi mind trick for me to get me to take Henderson because he wanted him there and he didn't want to say it.
No, I knew secretly you wanted him there and you would take him there.
I saw Hampton there. And I thought Dan wanted Hampton, and I was totally fine going that route.
I wanted you to get your way. I didn't want Chris to, you know, overpower us because there's no way he's taking Henderson there.
I have many bags. I'm good, but I'm happy we took him. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I thought him. I mean, for me, it would have been either McBride, him, Hampton.
Okay, guys.
I mean, I say we take a shot at this guy just for the look. But if you don't want to, I don't really care because there's nobody I really love.
Which guy is that?
I'm fine.
The top guy.
Whatever you guys decide.
I mean, you could go with the second guy too, but I think he has a better shot at, you know, catching a couple of long balls.
First guy you want?
I'm saying I think that's not a bad call, but I'm not like tied to him. I think, you know.
All right.
He's an easy cut.
Done. Maddie gets.
You know, we got the. I mean, I don't really know what the hell else is out there now. Like this is ugly. Like
yeah.
Like this just shows you from that 14th round on, which kind of makes me think
the late part of the drafts has definitely shrunk a lot because
the last guy we put on the queue. Well, second to last now. The second to last guy we put on the queue.
Yeah, he's toast.
Reserved.
Yeah,
so,
I like the last guy because I didn't just see how that shakes out.
Yeah, I would have had that as my top guy as well.
All right.
I mean, I kind of think you got to have one more receiver by like round 12 at least. Because
those would be my top 3 that are in the queue. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I don't mind number 5 in the queue just because of the correlation, but
look at you sounding all smart with the correlation.
I know. That's the point. All right.
I'm
let's
stoked
take
that we
number
got
one.
Burrow.
Let's take number one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna...
All right.
Okay.
We'll at least see what happens, and that can be an easy drop if we need one.
We might have a couple of easy drops. I mean, I would say Lambert Smith could be an easy drop after the Thursday game.
Right?
He's getting some.
Actually, that's a guy I would have been fine taking too.
Shout out to
I
Steve
think
Delangelo that's in this draft. He's going to be in New York City. He'll be at the bar drafting this week. Looking forward to seeing him, meeting him.
Theo is very big
Michael
on
Zucker
fans.
will be there as well. He's in this draft.
If I win $1 million, I'm going to hire Theo as my bodyguard. He'll be private security.
Theo will be in the house.
I was
Tag
watching.
team of Theo and Nelson again in the Super. You got the third pick, you said, huh, Nelson?
Yes. Yep.
Mhm.
Super's at 8:00, right?
Super's at 8:00. Yep.
Nice.
All right.
One full day.
So let's talk about
Yeah,
this
I'm
one
going
real
to stop
quick.
doing the shots of Jameson.
I don't have nearly enough Gibbs, so I decided to make this week Gibbs week.
You got
good.
Dan, you got a question up there that you want to throw up?
Yeah.
Go
So Jim says the odds of getting an elite team are way better the earlier you draft. The winning team will be pre-August.
I mean, there's risk to it with injuries and stuff, and you're going to draft some guys that I've drafted guys that also have gone backwards.
Actually, the primetime winner last year drafted their team with the
morning
very
of.
last draft of the season.
That was,
I mean,
right?
History says that it's usually late August or September that the winning team comes from. I mean, I know there's a lot more drafts done then, so the chances of it are higher. But and I like drafting early. I don't think that's a bad strategy to do that because you do get access to some ADPs that you can't get later in the season. But it also gets you're generally in a very sharp room then too. And you get a few more tourists in late August and September.
Yeah, but you're in a
That's
sharp
for
room.
sure. The Rotowire Online Championship, the last 2 weeks, starting now until the kickoff, is when all the the drafters that are one and dones come in and they get their drafts, and so you'll see a lot of unfamiliar names those last 2 weeks of the season. That was partly my strategy this summer to draft a little later, and take more drafts in August, try and get some softer fields instead of playing up against the same veterans, all in July this year.
The one thing I will say about, like you said, there's maybe some more sharper guys early on. The one thing, at least I've noticed, and I think I'm guilty of it at times too, is people really don't want to go against ADP early on. They're not going to move guys up dramatically. So the ADP is basically... So like I've mentioned before, like Pickens at 5'10", you get him there. And like other guys, like they don't really move. And then once the move starts and then it happens, it's different. But people don't go out of their way to jump guys around and stuff. I mean, look at Ibuka, like the guys that got him in the 8th, 9th round. I mean, I got him in my first 350. I got him in I think it was 10, 12, So, but there's guys I've drafted that reversed. Like I was drafting Scatterbo. He was going earlier. He went back.
Yeah, it's always a give and take. So you just hope that you get the value early in the draft season.
Yeah, no, but it depends. You want the guys that have moved up. Like the Ibuka. Dan says he has a lot of Ibuka. Dan's had a big advantage there. If he's got Ibuka in the 8th, 9th, and 10th versus the guys that are drafted, he's going in the 4th round now, early 5th. The Trevion Henderson guys that took him early 6th, late 5th versus the early 3rd, and if he starts going late 2nd, that's going to be a big difference.
Yep.
And Rashee Rice. I was taking Rashee Rice early. I mean, I've taken some at the 5-6 turn, but I'm hoping that they settle before. Just get
Dan,
it
you got
over.
a $250,000 20th round pick here. That's going to come in.
I say 3.
This
I say
round
take a
2
shot at
production.
3.
I agree with Matt.
What was it?
3.
3.
Yep.
It looks like he's the
We all
starter.
agree. We all agree on our 20th round pick.
Hey, it had to happen sooner or later that we would agree on a pick.
Is that right? That's who you want, or the second guy?
Come on, Chris.
Z.
Come on, Chris. 3.
C.
3.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice correlation with Caleb. Probably will be irrelevant by midseason, but I think he's early
That might be the
season.
stack right there, Dan. What are you talking about?
It could be. It could be.
You know, what do you call it? He needs to be drafted, that kid. He's a good receiver. He's a good little receiver. When he was in Atlanta, he makes plays. You know, I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I think he's got a chance to be a pretty productive fantasy player. One of those guys that you look up in week 3 and people starting to like slip him in as their flex player on like weeks, you know, and he was like drafted in the round 19 or 20.
How many
What I
years has
like-
he been in the league, Chris? Do you know?
Say it again.
How many years has he been in the league? Do you know?
The key is I want to say around 5.
All right. Yeah.
I was going to go with 4.
Now, like our last 3 picks, if like Thursday night might be a cut right after Thursday. I mean, Pierce, we'll see what happens.
Well, Chargers, obviously, if they don't score for us, we're flipping it for a defense for, you know, with Lambert. I mean,
Why defense?
Chargers, I'm saying, you know, if
Kicker.
the Chargers kicker doesn't produce anything and Lambert doesn't, then we're dropping Lambert and bringing in a second kicker.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an easy one. You get 2 looks there.
So, I mean, I do like that philosophy there. Just, I mean, there's really nothing else, so why not take a shot?
I like the Burrow, you know, obviously Burrow in the 5th round made this team look really nice, in my opinion, early on. I would have did a little something different in rounds 7, 8, and 9, I believe, but that's just me.
But I think
what
we
else
all wanted
stands out to
something
you
different in round
All right,
9,
ready?
But
Let's go around the horn.
Yeah.
What would we have done differently, starting with Dan?
I mean, obviously, round 9, we all wanted Pittman, so that's the low hanging fruit there.
I would have
I
maybe 9. I forget who's there now.
I think Matt was starting to convince me on Coker over Tesla, so I might have wanted that.
That's your big change, Dan. Coker
That's my
instead
big
of Tesla.
change.
That's boring. All
That's
right,
boring
Matt.
as shit. Anyway,
Matt, you're next.
Maybe I'm trying to think of who went there. No, I mean, I think we kind of played it right. Maybe we should have got another receiver, but I think we played it right because we had to go Loveland there. You know, Loveland I like a lot, so that was a good pick. I wanted Tootin, and if DeMario would have made it, I would have had that argument. But Gordon's the hot guy right now, so that worked out good. But we just maybe where Pitts went, who was the receivers that went after Pitts? Is anybody worth it? Not really. Unless you believe like
you're never
Dante
going to
Thornton.
find a receiver after round 13. You regret.
No, I'm just looking if I would have taken anybody different. So I don't really think so. I mean,
my regret would have been Charbonnet 7th round. I definitely would have took Debo or Diggs or Jacoby Myers. One of those receivers would have been on my team as my 4. I would have passed on Charbonnet, knowing that in that Keon Coleman, Jaden Reed range, I could have got a running back 3 or 4 that I liked to be on my team.
I just like the Charbonnet. Like I said, I'm a big Kenny Walker guy. I just like it because if I'm wrong on Walker, then you got a home run right there. It's not even like you have a good guy. You should have a supercharged pick right there. And in this kind of thing where there's so many entries, that could be a game changer. I know he's moving up to this spot and stuff, but I think you had to take a swing for the fence, and I kind of like that. But But again, I'm fine with the Coleman and Reed there. So maybe that's the difference.
Nelson, what would you have done different?
I think I disagree with Chris there on Charbonnet versus those receivers, because I look at it as like none of those guys are game breakers. I don't think any of them have the potential to finish like top 6 at their position and make us cry that we passed on them. But Charbonnet has that potential, I think.
Yeah.
There's already red flags with Walker this preseason, so I don't mind going for the home run and possibly, it turn into a strikeout instead.
That's a fair argument.
The thing is with Charbonnet, if Walker goes out and Charbonnet becomes the lead back, he doesn't have Charbonnet to compete with him. It's going to be like even more the Charbonnet show than, like what it was the Walker show before he got hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I do.
I mean, I think it could work. It could work out in so many different ways. Again, big Walker fan. But even if Walker starts the season and is crushing, for him to go, even though he gets a rap. He played like 15, 16 games in the previous 2 years before last year. Everybody makes it sound like he doesn't play games. So, but if he gets hurt at some point in the season, it's still a spot for this guy to just totally smash out.
I'm wondering now, looking back at this board going into now, I had no problem at the time when we got to the pick taking DeAndre Swift at 70th overall. I feel like there was
Olave?
Huh?
Were you going to say Olave?
Like there was a little bit of I think we all saw it the same way, where there was like a little bit of a tier break if we didn't take Swift. But I'm not so sure if I'm not grabbing Olave and Golden, knowing that at least I could get my hands on an Aaron Jones, Montgomery, Jalen Warren, Jordan. Like
that I can get behind.
I agree with that. I'd rather wait and draft both those guys you just mentioned.
Matter of fact, I could have. If you take Olave and Golden, just say if you're in on those guys, you like them. Now you wrapped up your wide receiver for 4, and Charbonnet is still on the board. You can make Charbonnet your 2 if you still want to go swing for the fences. Tracy still would have been on the board. Aaron Jones. So I know I have one of those running backs in my back pocket when I go into that turn. And I got a wide receiver 4 I could look at and be happy.
Chris, remember what happened? We lost out on Roma Dunze. He was the guy I think everybody wanted. And
but
he
regardless,
went to pick before.
Regardless, though, there's still Golden and Olave and Debo.
I'm agreeing with you. I didn't argue with Swift because I figured that's what everybody wants.
I know I'm higher than you guys on ETN, but for me, like the trade-off is if you're telling me Swift and Coleman versus Olave and ETN, I'm taking Olave and ETN.
Yeah, so I think that's
fair.
I think that's the argument there. Plus, it's always nicer to go into the back end of round 8 and 9, needing running backs instead of receivers, in my opinion. We flipped it this draft, which is good. You got to try different things. You got to get a little uncomfortable. That's why I was totally fine sitting back and watching this and just playing it out in my head, things that I would have did differently. But I think I would have taken the chance of going into that Keon Coleman and Jaden Reed rounds, trying to take 2 green stickers instead of 2 yellow, while I already have an Olave, Golden, or Debo on my team, or whatever receiver, is your preference.
Once we took Swift, I thought Charbonnet was the play for the reasons I said. And also, I thought there was a really good shot we were getting 2, or at least 1, but probably 2 of them in Coleman, Downs, and Reed. I know you guys don't like those guys, but I do. So I knew for me, those guys would be there. So taking the home run swing on Charbonnet, I was fine with, especially since we got Swift before that as our second running back. At least that was my thought process.
Yeah. Real quick, because I'm just looking at the board. How do we all feel about Team 6 build? Does anybody sign up for the whole, 2 running backs and an elite tight end. Is anybody in on that this year?
I'm not saying I'm in on it, and I think it could have actually worked if you would have just kept going wide receiver.
Right.
If you start off Barkley, A-Chain, I'm not taking Monty and Bill in 6, whatever it was. What are you taking? 7, 8.
Yeah.
I'm still pounding. I'm trying to get the best receivers I can get.
Yeah.
Because you started, you can get 5. You can walk out with 5 receivers. I mean, I would at least got 4. I would at least gotten a receiver where he took Montgomery at worst case.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to talk about or see on the board?
No, I mean, I don't think it's wrong. I mean, like I've stated, if I take Chase, I'm getting Burrow. He took Lamar, which I'm never going to say taking Lamar is a bad thing. But I would have taken a player, a non-quarterback, and tried and bet on getting Burrow at the 3-4. That would have been the difference I would have did. And I know everybody else has it, but you know what? You're going to build different teams throughout. So
yeah, Nelson,
let's get there
anything?
and worry about it.
No.
Dan, anything?
No, I think.
All right, let's wrap it up. I just want to say thanks for everybody tuning in, and I look forward to seeing everybody at the Greenwich Tree Tavern this week, Thursday and Friday, and for all the live drafts. If you're in the neighborhood, if you're in New York and you want to come by and watch some high stakes drafts, more than welcome to. And if not, everybody coming into town, be safe, and look forward to seeing everybody.
I can't wait. I'm getting on a plane Wednesday morning.
There you go.
I'll be in Jersey for a couple of days, and then I'll be in the Isle of Manhattan.
I'm sad I'm missing out on it, guys. I hope you have a great time. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, you'll be there in spirit, and we'll see you out. I'll see you out in Vegas the following week.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely be out there.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. Any comments you got, feel free to put them in the YouTube or wherever you happen to be looking at this show, and we will catch you next.
Hey, I want to thank you for being part of this broadcast. If you have any thoughts on it, leave a comment. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. And if you want to see more shows on the Player Profiler channel, subscribe to it. That's how we know you want more.